Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you all are fine, and today we are going to see through the topic polynomials. By the end of this single video you will know exactly how to identify the polynomials, how to classify them into different types, and what are their types on the basis of their terms, variables and degrees as well. We know about the values of the polynomials and the zeros of the polynomials as well. So let's break it down step by step. So stay in touch with me. So students, let's talk about polynomials. What does polynomial actually means? The term poly and nomials combine to form a single word polynomials. The word poly means many and the word nomial means terms. So it means that polynomials consist of many terms or it contains different terms. So we can say that the definition of the polynomial comes as a math expression made up of terms with variables raised to the powers or plus sign, minus sign, coefficients, and the constants. So, see through with this different examples. Then, how can we identify the polynomials? What is the method of identifying the polynomials? First of all, we need to know about the variables, coefficients, constant, and powers or degrees. So here are the variables, coefficients, constants, and we understand all of them with the help of the example as well. So first of all, we need to know what are variables. Basically, variables are some unique alphabets like A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, or any other alphabets which can vary. Their values can vary or change. If we talk about the coefficients, then coefficients are the numbers present with the variables. If I write here x and I write here 2 with x, so 2 is written to be as the coefficient of the variable x. Here 3 is the coefficient because it is present with the variable x. Next, if we talk about the constant, constant is a single number, single unique number present alone. Okay. In this example, 3x squared plus 4x plus 2, you have to identify the variables, coefficients and constant. Here are the 3x squared plus 4x plus 2. First of all, x squared and x are the variables. 3 and 4 are the coefficients because they are present with the variables. And 2 is standing alone, so it is a constant. If we talk about x squared, so there is a power 2 present on the variable. So it is called to be as the degree of the polynomial. Here nothing is present, so it means that 1 is the power of that x. So 2 is the degree of highest degree of polynomial. Okay, we will discuss it later in the further examples. So move forward. So students, we are going to see through the types of polynomials on the basis of terms. Terms are separated by signs of positive, negative or anything else. So here we are going to see that there is in the first example 3x square is present there. So in the first example 3x square there is a combination of coefficient, variable and a power as well. So it is a single term. Term is a combination of coefficient, variable and a power but cannot be separated with any other term with the help of any other signs like positive or negative. So here is a single term 3x square. So we write it here as one term or single term. In the second example 2x plus 4, 2x. It is a combination of coefficient and a variable plus a constant 4 is present. So there are two terms separated by a sign positive. I hope you are getting my point. In the third one 4y squared plus 8y plus 1. The letters like y and x are the variables as they are the placeholders for the numbers. So here y square and y are the variables, 4 and 8 are the coefficients and 1 is standing alone as a constant, but they are separated by positive signs. So there are three terms 1, 2, and 3. So there are 3 terms. So this is how we can identify the polynomials on the basis of their terms. Now move towards the types of polynomials by the number of terms, by the number of variables, and by the number of degrees. On the basis of number of terms, we can see through that how many terms are present. Like 3y square is a single term. In the previous example, we have seen through 2x plus 4. So it is an example of 2 terms. And so on, 3, 4, and many terms. By the number of variables. Variables can be x, y, a, b, but they can all together present in an expression, or they can be present alone. Like if a single x is present, here you can see a y is present, here you can see a x is present. But when they combine, they can also form an expression with the both variables present, x and y. Next, in the third, by the number of degree, it can be a power like 2, 1, 3. If I write y cube, so it is the degree of polynomial. If I write 2, so it is the degree of polynomial. Here nothing is present, so it is 1. So it is also a degree of the polynomial, which we can write it here. So see through the types of polynomials on the basis of terms. So students, let's see through the types of the polynomials on the basis of number of terms, like how many terms are present in the polynomial. There are 4 basic types: monomial, binomial, trinomial, and multinomial. First, the word mono stands for 1, bi stands for 2, tri stands for 3, and multi stands for 4 or many terms, more than 4. So it is already cleared from that word mono that single term is present. You can write the definition which I am going to dictate you. A single term is called a monomial. And we are seeing through the examples which I have written there. 3x is an example of single term, not separated by any other sign, positive or negative. 6x square, 8y, 6abc, these all are the examples of monomial. Second, if we see through the binomial, 7x squared plus 6, there are 2 terms are present, 1 and 2, separated by a sign positive, so it is a binomial. 2c squared plus 4c, it is also an example of binomial, because there are 2 terms separated by a single sign of positive. Third one is trinomial, y squared plus x plus 2. This is an example of trinomial, because trinomial is separated by 2 signs and contains the 3 terms. Okay, here is also an example, 3 terms and with the separation of 2 signs. Next, multinomial. A multinomial, anything more than the 3 terms is generally called a monomial. It can be 4, it can be more than 4. So these are the examples: 12a5 plus 6a4 plus 12a3 plus 2a squared plus 1a plus 6. So these are basically the 6 terms are present, separated by 5 signs of positive. So it is an example of multinomial, more than 4. So I hope you get the all the types of the polynomials on the basis of the terms. Let's move towards the types of polynomials on the basis of variables. So students, as we already discussed that what are variables? Variables are the unique alphabets which we can use in the polynomials. So we can also categorize them by how many unique alphabets they can use, or how many unique alphabets can be present in a polynomial. If I take an example of polynomial in one variable, x squared plus 2x plus 1, it is a single variable x present in this term. If I talk about the polynomial in 2 variables, then 2x squared plus 7y plus 3. It is an example of polynomial in 2 variables. As you see, x and y are the 2 variables. X is a single variable which is present in this math expression. So here the 2 polynomials are present. These are x and y. In the first example, there is only a single variable x is present. In the third example, 7a plus 3b, plus 4c or anything else. Here 3 variables are present, a, b and c. So what is it? It is an example of 3 variables in a polynomial. It is all about the variables, that one variable, a single variable, could be x, could be y, could be a, b, c or anything, a single variable. 2 variables, x or y, a or b. Polynomials in 3 variables, here 3 unique alphabets are present. So I hope you get that point. Let's move towards the type of polynomials on the basis of the degree. So students, let's talk about the degree of polynomials or the types of polynomial on the basis of degree. So basically, degree is the highest power. The degree is simply the highest exponent or power of the variable in any polynomial. Simply I have written that it is the highest power. If I have written degree 1, degree 2, degree 3, degree 0. These 4 are the types of the degree. Degree 1, x plus 1 is the example of the degree 1. Like if x plus 1 is present, here you can see that x contains the power of 1. There is no power, it means that x contains the power of 1. So it is called as the degree 1. On the basis of this 1, we called it as degree 1. And the degree 1 name is also called as linear polynomial. It is also called as a linear polynomial, and here you have to remind the name linear polynomial. For the degree 2, it is called as quadratic polynomial. Here the highest power is 2, x square 2y plus 1. So here 2 is the highest power. 1 is also present, but 2 is the highest power. So x square plus 3y, second example. Here 1 is also present, but 2 is the highest power. So we are going to see through the highest power in the polynomials. When we talk about the degree 3, it is called as cubic polynomial. What it is called? Repeat with me. Cubic polynomial. The example is 4a cube minus 3a square minus c. So here 3, 2 and 1. 3 degrees are present, powers are present, but we are going to see through the highest power. So 3 is the highest power. So 3 is the degree of polynomial here, and it is called as cubic polynomial. Whenever you need to identify what is the degree of polynomial, you say that this is cubic polynomial. Next, degree 0. Degree 0, basically degree 0 is to be called as degree 0 because here the power of x is 0. So whenever the power of x is 0, whenever we write that x is equal to 0, so it is equals to 1 definitely. So we call it as the constant polynomial, or represent with the numbers simply 7, 17, 1, 8, 9 or any other constant, because it is a constant polynomial. It does not contain any value. Okay, its value is, power remains the 0 and value remains as simply a constant. Now we have seen through all the types of polynomials on the basis of their terms, variables and degrees. So we will see through the values of the polynomials, how can we find them in the next video. So take care up till then, and do not forget to subscribe, like and share the channel, and to watch the second part for the values of the polynomials. Take care. Allah Hafiz.